your dream home. All could be yours. Walk through the door. Come take what you need. Get you the keys. All could be yours. What you deserve. National Home Loans. Get your dream home. Get your dream home. Right it. Get your dream home. National Home Loans. Get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. The National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice.
Saul Allen Auto Supply's Connery FC ended the 2025 National Bank Group of Companies Premier League season on a high with a 2-0 win over defending champions SL Horses St. Paul's United at the Newtown Sports Complex on Monday, August 18th. Tyree Quealy and Dagenham Roberts were the goal scorers in the 89th minute and stoppage time respectively. Here are highlights with commentary by Leslie Sugarbowl Morton on FIFA Plus.
Side to Quealy. Quealy for the goal! Pulling the trigger! Pulling the trigger is Mr. Quealy. Puts it in the back of the net in the 89th minute. Matthew, throws it into Roberts, but the goalkeeper, oh my gosh, the goalkeeper missed everything. And Dagenham Roberts is going to walk this one. Oh my gosh, with a little flair, stopped it on the line and headed over the line. And just like that, 1 + 1 = 2.
After the match, assistant coach of Connery, Sven Korte, said the win added some momentum heading into the Final Four playoffs.
Tonight we finally sealed it because I thought it was very quick to have all the posters and all the adverts Final Four selected. Tonight we only sealed the deal. To be very fair, it was a friendly game, so my respect also goes to the opponent, which played a fair game, didn't show their full strength. The game on Sunday going to be a very different one. I still think, again, the team works fantastic. We had 5-2 chances in normal time, and the 2-0 again is completely okay. I wasn't in favor of the performance of the last goal. I think that it's not sportsmanlike, to be fair, but all good.
Coach of St. Paul's United, Thrizin Leader, said this match was a way of blooding some young players and seeing where they stood before the playoff.
I think tonight's game was a game just to see for the players that we are really clinched to be going in the Final Four with a chance for the coaching staff to look at for the players. Also overall for the regular season, we don't go the regular season for the team, a positive second round. Now a chance to go in the Final Four to defend our championship.
How you thought the season went for St. Paul's overall so far?
I think it was a great season. You take leaps and bounds going forward. We had a slow start in the first round, second round. We pick up where we only lost this last game. So I think it was a positive.
So that match marked the end of the regular season of the National Bank Group of Companies Premier League for 2025, paving the way for the Final Four playoffs. The final point standing is as follows. League leaders and winners of the regular season, Rams Village Superstars with 44 points, SL Horses St. Paul's United, the defending champions, in second place with 39 points, Saul Allen Auto Supplies Connery FC in third with 37 points, Azul Cairn Rockets FC in fourth with 36 points. Those are the top 4 teams that will make the Final Four. In fifth position, Development Bank St. Peter's FC with 34 points.
Special good morning to all of us who are present here this morning, and also those who are joining via our streaming platform, the Sknfa Facebook page, Sknfa YouTube page, as well as TVC Channel 40 on cable. I want to welcome you to this Final Four press conference. My name is Jamir Claxton. I'm Deputy General Secretary and Chair of the Competitions Committee for the Sknfa, and I will be guiding this morning's proceedings. I want to ask at this point that everyone present here, please put your phones on silent or vibrate so as we don't have any interruptions. So this morning we are here for the Final Four press conference. I'm just going to give you the order of how things will go this morning. The President, I will ask the President to bring brief remarks, and subsequent to the President's remarks, we'll have some remarks from Village Superstar, Mr. Raheem Rogers, Mr. Austin Lewis of SL Hartford St. Paul's United FC, Coach Al Richards from Connery FC, and Mervyn Lewis from Keon. We're at the business end of the season. After 90 competitive and in most cases exciting matches in the Sknfa Premier League, we are finally here to determine who will become champions for the 2025 season. As I mentioned, it has been a very exciting season. We've had some great games, we've had some thrilling moments, we've had some outstanding performances by a number of our players. And so now we are at the business end of the season to see if the regular season was a fluke for some, or the regular season showed who is really the best team here in St. Kitts and Nevis. I will now turn over to the President of the Sknfa, Mr. Atiba Harris, to bring brief remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Claxton. Pleasant good morning, media. I must acknowledge the title sponsor, National Bank Group, also SKB MRI, and COSCAB and Powerade for their kind sponsorship to the Sknfa and football here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Congratulations to all four clubs, Rams Village Superstars, SL Hartford St. Paul's United Football Club, Sol Island Otto Connery FC, and Azul Keon Rockets Football Club. Media, general public, fans, supporters of all clubs and football here in St. Kitts and Nevis, welcome to the Sknfa Final Four Playoff Conference. This is an exciting moment for football here in St. Kitts and Nevis. As Mr. Claxton alluded to, this is the business end of this. This is the business end of the season, and we're looking for some fun, intense action here in St. Kitts and Nevis for the Final Four playoff. Welcome again, and looking forward to a fruitful press conference, and let the ball roll. Mr. Claxton.
Pleasant good morning. We're just here representing the Rams Village Superstars. Pleasant good morning, one and all. Raheem Rogers here representing the Rams Village Superstars. We just want to thank all participating teams that participated in this year, made it a competitive league. And congratulations to the 4 teams that are representing the playoff. Just want to encourage the fans to come on out, support, and wear your jersey, rep the team.
Good morning, I missed that what you're saying. Morning to everyone listening, home and abroad. It's a pleasure to be here once again. As Mr. Rogers stated, we'd like to encourage our fans to come out and support in your numbers. And at the end of the season, may the best team win.
Yes, good morning. First, let me say good morning to the head table. So I want to say congratulations to the 3 other teams, Rams Village Superstars, SL Hartford's Azul Keon Rockets, and my club, Connery FC, for making it in the Final Four. I also want to recognize our sponsor, Sal and Iron Auto Supplies, who have also been there for us year after year.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to thank you for giving us this opportunity against these 3 good clubs in the Final Four. We just hope everybody everybody just go out and make a good effort and have a great football and yeah.
Members of the head table, just some information before we get into the question and answer section. The Sknfa Final 4 playoff matches will be played at the National Bank Group of Companies Technical Center. Match day 1, Sunday, 24th August. Match day 2, 27th of August. And then match day 3, the 31st of August at the Technical Center. Match 1 starts at 6 p.m. and match 2 at 8 p.m. Now, we're going to go straight into the question and answer section. For those here in the media, I want you to just state your name, the media entity you're representing, and then ask your particular question. So, the floor is now open for questions for the participating teams.
For making it to the Final Four, especially St. Paul's trying to, go back to back again. My question, one of it is, should we expect anything different this year from the Finals Four? Any new rules in place in terms of for the safety of the fans and also for the players? Last year, there were one or two minor, situations, but I'm sure the association would have looked into it and hoping that they might address it this time around. Also to the 4 FCs, the 4 clubs, as usual, how ready is your players for the Final Four? I'm sure there's some nervousness amongst the teams and players. So, I would like you guys to, highlight if, you guys are ready in terms of preparation, and also if, there are anything that you see, that you would like for the association to adjust, in terms of your preparations as well. Those are my questions for now.
Okay, so I will take the first question. Like you say, we would have some minor incidents last year. What are the things we do at the end of every season? We do a thorough review of all aspects of the football, but our operations as well, because we want to, as much as possible, eliminate chaos, no matter how minor. And so we would have done a thorough review in terms of our security plan, recognizing certain causes and effects, and we have come up with our security team, we have come up with ways that we are going to neutralize or eliminate the possibilities of having anything that will damage the reputation of the football. So we have a very good security plan. Now, the best laid plans, you never know if they'll work or not, but based on best practices, we have a plan in place that will eliminate those issues, hopefully. Yeah. Teams? Yeah, I forget the question. Anybody? You want to take it? Yeah.
Well, to answer your question in terms of preparation, well, we have been preparing very well. There's been a lot of negativity surrounding the game, certain situation. But we take that negative energy and turn it into positive fuel to drive us forward. So with that energy, we hope to push ourselves all the way to the end. At the end of it, come out victorious.
With regards to preparation, I think SL Football Club is a very experienced club. Things have been going pretty well in camp. We know act more professional when we train twice daily, in the morning, in the afternoon. So we also understand that you can be confident enough to know that we would win, or we still can be humble enough to also know that we could win. And regards to seeing like the question to the FA, it would just probably be like if he would have something in place where he would have maybe shuttles or something like that. As it would be difficult to get someone to win. So just like, but in terms of the plan, after the game.
Yeah, for me at Canary, we are always ready. If we ain't ready now, I don't think we'll be ready again. I think we had a long and hard season, and we got in our midst, we overcome. And I think the guys is motivated now and we're ready to win this title. Simple.
For me, Kayan is, I believe he's over already. That's a little, alongside the coaches, we working hard every day on the training ground. One youth never win the big cup, so we're very hungry to win this one the first time. So we just going out there and do what we got to do. At the end of the day, it's football. We are also could lose. Okay? So, yeah.
Good morning, German Neighbor Sknfa. I just have a couple of questions. One, touching on a point the rep from St. Paul's made, what systems are in place for the technical center? To an extent, I know you guys will be doing, or I don't know if you have started work on the venue itself, but to an extent, there's a level of discomfort, even though it's much better than Warner Park, to an extent, in terms of comfort for the fans up there. Let's take into consideration the weather. One, two, he alluded to transportation as well for a Sunday night. That's kind of tough getting out to St. Peter's. Is there any plans regarding the overall, I don't want to say renovation, for want of a better word, to upgrade the experience of fans for the tournament? Because all the playoff games will be up there, that's one. Two, to St. Paul's, it's a long season. How confident are you guys that you can really go back to back? Let's be realistic. Long season, player burnout, many competitions. How confident are you that you can actually pull it out?
Didn't hear the last part of your question.
How confident are you guys that you can actually pull it out in terms of the fact that has been a long season for you guys?
Well, as I stated, we could have a confidence in the over. Football is played on the field. So, yes, in the camp, the players are very confident. We're willing to go back to back. But we're playing against other people, other teams, so we still have to be mindful of that.
So to answer your questions regarding what measures are being put in place for the technical center, I'll go back to season 2023, where we would have taken the games to the communities, and what we noticed, a number of the clubs, fans, were hiring transportation directly from the rural areas on the west side or east side, vice versa, to their destinations. What we can do from the Sknfa standpoint, we have the Sknfa bus that can be utilized if needs be, but discussion has been ongoing also with the St. Peter's buses, and we know we've had situation in the past where after games and so forth, fans were taking a bit longer to get back to Bastia and so forth. So conversations have been ongoing. In regards to the technical center pitch is, probably the best pitch in the country. It's been recertified this month by FIFA to host official international matches again. We've hosted a final for the Caribbean Club Shield in 2023, and even the World Cup qualifiers and so forth, CONCACAF also recommend that we use the technical center for these matches. So if we're getting high recommendations and so forth, we should want to advertise our top division and top quality football at the highest level on the best pitch and facility possible. We've added seatings to the technical center for fans' comfort. We heard the fans' cry of the shelter. Although if you compare to Warner Park, weather, we can't control the weather. If it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, and we are doing our best to have put measures in place in order to ensure that the fan experience is a lot better. And I would make this appeal to the fans of all four teams, all four clubs. Make it an atmosphere, because the fans create the atmosphere. You come to support your club wholeheartedly, and it's not just a line. You come with your passion to support your club. Make it similar to Juve Mane, and if rain fall, you're not going to leave the band. So create that atmosphere at the technical center so that your fans, your players could feel a little bit more motivated and go out and win the championship this year.
Question, you just mentioned the park. Could you tell us what would it take between the association and the government to make Warner Park into that standard as the technical center? What is the issue really? Because given the fact that Warner Park is the Bastille is from all angles of right, persons, as we all know, enjoy Warner Park as well. The technical center is great as well. As we just stated, the only minor issue might be the transportation issue, but central in town as Warner Park. So tell us what is the requirement, between the association and the government to bring Warner Park to that international standards.
I think just get into the table and come agree on terms and conditions regarding Warner Park. I mean, the facility needs some work. We recently did an assessment on the facility, and there's some work that, we communicated that to the department and the other relative bodies. So some work needs to be done on the facility itself. I know we've started talks in terms of a long-term lease and so forth, but nothing has been finalized yet officially. So that's where we stand at that. Warner Park is a mecca for football, but it's also the mecca for cricket. And you see, every time you have a cricket event or any other event at Warner Park, football will always get sidelined. So at the technical center is strictly for football. So we have more control over that facility. So in terms of, it's just coming to the table and being able to agree, hey, this is what we're going to do, this is what we can do, when we can do it, and so forth, so we can move forward in the best interest from our end, from my end, and the Sknfa end. Our interest is football, and the best from the government end, of course, they're going to want to protect their facility and ensure they do what's best for them. So the Sknfa would push and continue to push for the best interest of football and all its members. And until we can come to a common ground, I think this is where we're at, So we're looking forward to some positive outcome in the not too distant future, so that way we can have top class events football events at Warner Park again.
You just mentioned something. You mentioned cricket and football in the same statement. So just to be realistic, we're not actually speaking of Warner Park, the cricket part. We're speaking on the part where everybody know the football section is. So really and truly, I might be wrong, but I don't see cricket interfering in the football section of the park. Like I said, I might be wrong, because the last time I checked, cricket don't play on the football section. So there has to be some issues, right? You also mentioned that FIFA recognized the technical center as a international standard pitch for football, hosting tournaments and so forth. My thing is, and you've answered part of it. You mentioned that on your side, the association side, you guys were doing some investment into Warner Park right here, but what is missing, to bring it to that standard, whereby it doesn't matter if we have two international standards growing, which could be the technical center and Warner Park, and matches could hold at both events as well, So just to clarify that part there a little bit.
Yes. So first, the safety and security of our all fans and stakeholders. That's first and foremost. And currently, the facility is not deemed safe for our players, our members, our stakeholders to utilize. So that's one. So until we can rectify that, this is where we stand. On the other hand, where football and cricket may coexist, although it's two different stadiums separated. When you have cricket, we are not allowed to use the football side, and that has been communicated. So until we can agree on these terms and so forth, we'll continue to have these challenges.
I don't want to belay the point about the venue itself, Warner Park, but I would like specifics in terms of what exactly are the issues you guys are facing. I know you touched on security. That's a must. We know that has long been an issue down there. In terms of upgrading the facility, okay, let me back up a little bit. Has the Football Association technically gained control of Warner Park? I know a couple of years ago you guys spoke about the partnership where it will be under the Sknfa's control. Is that the case right now? One. Two, what are the issues at Warner Park? I mean, I could look at them specifically and probably list them. But from the Sknfa's perspective, what are the issues that you guys are facing in terms of the venue itself? Because I know the media center, for one, I know fans are tired complaining about board droppings while they're watching the game, and I know nobody wants to go there well dressed and then they're leaving in a pound of dung, right? Can you just outline those issues for us that you guys are facing with Warner Park itself?
Well, I think you just outlined some of the issues, so I don't think I need to elaborate more on that. What we'll continue to do is work together with the department and the government to ensure that we can have another world-class facility here. I mean, Warner Park is the mecca for football. The history, I think it's about 100 years or something like that. So we love to be utilizing Warner Park on a regular basis again. So, but we've also had communication of the availability. So that's the main challenge. One of the main challenges is the availability of Warner Park. So until we can work out that, I think we'll continue to have the same thing over and over.
Is Warner Park under the Sknfa's control, or that remains with the ministry?
No. The Warner Park football stadium or cricket stadium doesn't belong to the Sknfa, and it's not under the Sknfa control.
To the football itself, can you just just review the season for us in terms of the standard of play that you guys would have seen throughout the season, long season again? And I know the international calendar is coming up, and I want to put you on the spot here in terms of some of the standout players that you would have seen throughout the season.
For me, as I would have alluded to in my opening remarks, I think it has been a very competitive season in most instances. Of course, there were some lopsided results, which we don't necessarily like to see, because we want to see a competitive league from top to bottom. But in reality, it may not be like that in every case. But for the most part, there has been some very good football, very competitive matches. There are some matches when, like, if you were to predict, you may get your prediction wrong because you're going based on using recency bias. So a team may won 2 games back to back, and then you would say, okay, they are likely to win this game, and the results come out to be different. So I think it's been a very competitive season, especially at the top of the table, the top end of the table. It's been very competitive. A lot of people didn't realize, but even up to the last match day, mathematically, another team could have still gotten into the Final Four. Of course, it didn't happen, but it has been a very competitive season. There's also been some very outstanding performances. I don't want to mention names at this point in time, as you said. I don't want you to put me on the spot, and I don't want to put myself on the spot. Yeah, so, but there has been some very, very outstanding performances. In almost all the clubs, you could point to 2 also players that would have had very good seasons So, yeah.
Question. This the fans. Any surprises for the fans and to the various clubs? Now, I know you guys might not want to mention it, but who are you most excited to face in the finals between amongst yourselves? Let's. I know you might not want to. Fans want to know. Your fans want to know. All right, this one shaking his head in front here.
First one, in relation to the fans, of course, we'll be working closely with our title sponsor to have some promotional activities at the games, including halftime and so forth. The specifics I can't give at this point in time, but the conversations have been ongoing for the past couple of days in terms of what we'll do in terms of fan engagement. So the fans could look forward to the opportunity to win some prizes and so forth.
Well, as I was saying, each team come with a different challenge. So we just got to prepare ourselves for each team one step at a time. And hopefully once we prepare ourselves well, we get over each hurdle one at a time.
Most inside. We have 4 teams up here. I defeated 2 teams in the finals twice. That would be Village and Canoe. So the team would be Kaya.
Yeah, Mesa boasting like Mr. Lewis, but any team available in the finals, Canoe is ready for them. Any team.
My team never been to the big finals yet. I hope to make it. I hope we will this year. Don't know. We like to see Sknfa and Cairn is one of the best game in the league. So we're just hoping to see them.
Okay, and for me, one is for the teams. In terms of discipline, how do you guys maintain that, especially now that you're heading into the Final Four? I know this is at the point where you want to bring the highest standard of football because this is where the trophy is. How are you guys maintaining that? And to the Sknfa's reps, where can fans get tickets from prior to this weekend's game?
Okay, so tickets will be available here at the Secretariat. We'll make an announcement in terms of the times and so when you can come and buy tickets at the office.
For Cairn, we start. The guys steady here during the night when we finish training, we eat. We just communicate and talk how we're going to face this Final Four.
Question was, what again? Question?
Maintaining discipline at this point of the season.
Maintaining discipline. It's a big question. Economy, we operate with rules and regulation. We got code of conduct. I mean, if players fail to do so, they begin to discipline committee. But we got strong management, so the players them always fall in line. You know what I mean? I don't think they want to be out of line. I mean, the committee, we deal with them, right? So we operate with the code of conduct.
Well, together, and we've been fighting to be in the playoffs. So now we hear discipline. It comes natural to us. you may have a one or two, disagreements, but ain't anything out of hand, but the club is very much together and very disciplined. If you ask me, the most disciplined club in St. Kitts.
We're just focusing on the goal at hand, bring the team together more. Had some team bonding activities and some negativity during the season and that kind of thing. So bring the guys closer to push forward and to try and push hard, accomplish we all want to achieve.
Okay, so there are no further questions from the media present. I want to, before I allow the members of the head table to give final remarks, just want to remind the general public that match day 1 of the Final Four will be this coming Sunday, August 24th at 6 p.m. We'll have SL Hartford St. Paul's United versus Sol Island Auto Connery, and at 8 p.m. Rams Village Superstars versus Azul Keon. We want to wish the teams them all the best. I'll now ask the teams here to just give their final remarks, starting with Village Superstars.
Come on out and support the boys. You got to be the 12th man in this journey. So we're just asking everyone to come on out, give your support, and we will try our best to accomplish the mission.
Come out in your colors, represent your team, and most of all, I hope that we have a successful and productive playoff where everybody come out injury-free.
Yeah, I want to start by saying I want to say thanks to me coaching staff, management. Also want to say to our fans who's come out. Don't forget to get your jersey today. Rep your colors. I mean, everybody, people in the world are calling me right now want jersey daddy. So we want all the fans in St. Kitts Nevis to come out in your colors, green or yellow, and represent Canterbury strong.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody beforehand to come out and watch everybody, support your teams, support who you love. Even if you ain't on football, just come out and benefit everybody in the long run. Just want to thank sponsor Kean and Nets, everybody, see it, everybody back home. And yeah.
To President Harris for the final word, I also want to join in thanking all the participating teams who would have participated in the National Bank Group Premier League for the 2025 season, all the fans who came out consistently to support the teams, all our sponsors, all the sponsors of the individual team, our match officials, general coordinators, everybody at the secretariat who helped to make the season a success so far. We are truly appreciative, coming from the competition committee, that you were able to make our job a little easy this year, because everybody, for the most part, was pulling in the same direction. As I said, it has been a wonderful season so far. I want to congratulate the 4 teams again for making the Final Four, and we're looking forward to an exciting playoff and championship series. I now turn it over to President Harris for his final remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Claxton. Yes, I would like to congratulate all clubs that participated in the 2025 NBGC Premier League. This is another conclusion to the regular season. Another one again. So I must commend the Secretariat and the Sknfa Competition Committee and Department for a wonderful job. Also all stakeholders, staff, etc., who would have contributed to a successful season. Yes, we may have had some ups and downs, but we made it to the end. I think you would have said 90 matches. 90 matches was completed without any major issues. So I think that's something that we should all be proud of. Looking forward, going into the Final Four playoffs, starting on Sunday. Looking forward to highly competitive matches where it's going to have a professional feel to it, and looking forward to showcasing St. Kitts and Nevis talent to the world, because matches will be streamed live on FIFA Plus. So all the scouts, all clubs, everybody, fans in the diaspora community will be watching, supporting. I know Jamal is in the crowd, and I know there's a huge St. Paul's contingent in New York who always tune in and watch, and Delwayne as well, president of Connery. So I know Keon, Rockets always show up, and Village Superstars, undoubtedly the fans always come up. I think you have a huge contingent in New York area as well too that always tune in. So congratulations again to all 4 clubs. On behalf of the Sknfa Council, I would like to say good luck and may the best team win at the end of the day.
Can I get a wow? It's the sound you make when you get alone from a place you once knew to a dream home come true. Wow, for a home like you. Wow, it's the effect you get when you upgrade your home.
Upgrade, improve, enhance your home with National Bank's Wow Mortgage for the effect you get when you upgrade your home. Lowest interest rate guaranteed and the most favorable terms.
Wow Mortgage, can I get a wow?